Hey Edson, it's Mayor Kevin Zahara with a Town of Edson update. Just want to update you on COVID-19 numbers. First of all, we have 4,921 active cases across the province. 477 of those cases have been identified in the last 24 hours. 130 Albertans in hospital, 18 in the ICU, 318 Albertans unfortunately have passed away from COVID-19. Huge spikes of numbers in Alberta, across Canada, across the globe, shutdowns in Europe, in Eastern Canada, additional restrictions going on. Here in Alberta, the per capita case count is astounding and really concerning. A lot of that having to do with social gatherings and Thanksgiving long weekend. A little closer to home, I want to run through the regional numbers and then here in the Edson area. Jasper has 9 active cases, 4 in Hinton, 3 in Whitecourt, 4 in Drayton Valley, 5 in the Rocky Mountain House area, Lac St. Anne County, which includes Mayerthorpe and Onaway, 33, and Yellowhead County, if you look at the map, has 7 active cases. Now, there's 2 ways of looking at the map. One is county as a whole, and then by local geographical area. When you drill down the numbers, the 7 active cases in Yellowhead County are on the eastern section of the county in the Wildwood-Evansburg type area. Here in the Edson area, which is from about Marlborough to Carrot Creek, we have 0 active cases. Now, that area is the general Edson Hospital service area and 0 active cases. Earlier this week, there was 1 active case, and that case pretty much disappeared off the map, creating some confusion. And this has happened before when they're releasing the numbers. And I just want to talk about that here for a second. That's because when they do the testing originally, they allocate that test to a certain region. After that, they delve deeper into the individual's history. They may find out that they've moved. Maybe they got tested at a location, but are actually living someplace else. And so then that case gets moved to another location in Alberta. That's what happened here in Edson this week. So 0 active cases, phenomenal numbers here. I want to thank Edsonites for doing what they're doing to prevent the spread of COVID-19, but we got to be super serious about this, super cautious, because around the region, the numbers are increasing. Edmonton is crazy now with the amount of numbers. Really encourage people not to travel to the city unless absolutely necessary. And also, try not to host too many social gatherings, especially outside of your cohorts. That's really a no-no right now. Trying to keep those case numbers low here in Edson. I was out in downtown Edson earlier this week, and it was fantastic, absolutely fantastic to see so many people taking the precautions, physically distancing and wearing masks preventively without having been told to do so. Those are all things that we can do to help prevent the spread of COVID-19. And hopefully we will continue to be a safe community. We're in a bit of a bubble, but we shouldn't take that for granted. And unfortunately, it's likely to happen. Somebody's going to get sick, and we just want to keep those numbers as low as possible. And that's, if somebody gets sick, it's no fault of their own. It can happen to anybody. You know, it's really hard. I often forget to sanitize my hands as often as I probably should. And so those are all things we need to keep in mind, especially heading into the Halloween weekend. Please be extra safe this weekend. If your kids are not feeling well, please make sure that they stay at home. If you have sickness in your house, please don't be handing out candy. All things that we need to do to be extra safe. Now, if you are handing out candy on Halloween, think about maybe doing it from your lawn or from your garage or the driveway in order to ensure people are not congregating in entranceways and getting too close, touching doorbells, that sort of thing. You know, if you are going out, knocking on doors is a safer alternative. Make sure you're masked up and hand sanitizing very often. We are going to have a parade here in Edson on Saturday, a meeting in Hillendale at around noon, starting at noon, having the vehicles all decorated for Halloween, and then leaving at 1, and we're going to be driving through Edson past seniors' homes, seniors' residences, the Parkland Lodge, things of that nature, Hope to see you out there. Just one of the ways that we're trying to celebrate Halloween this year. Thanks to all the organizers for making that happen. And then later on in the evening, of course, Halloween celebrations taking place. People will be trick-or-treating. Just please make sure you're doing so safely. I'll be out and about with fellow volunteers with Citizens on Patrol doing our candy patrol again this year. But we're going to be masked up. We're going to be joined by the Edson RCMP, and we're going to be playing it as safe as possible. And so I think Weekend's excited for Halloween as well. Quickly, to touch on some Town of Edson items. You've probably seen some communication from the town last month about traffic lights. We received word that Alberta Transportation is moving ahead with traffic lights at 55th Street and 4th Avenue. They were scheduled to be starting construction this month and wrapping up in November. I've had some conversations with MLA Long. Unfortunately, it's been delayed until January. They are delayed at other projects. Still supposed to happen in this fiscal year. We're crossing our fingers. I'm not getting too excited about it, trying to hold my excitement, but because we've been promises for a long time, but I'm confident that we're going to see that happen later on in the new year, hopefully January, February, by the looks of things right now. So I want to thank MLA Long for his help and his advocacy on that issue, and so many others. He's been just been a fantastic advocate for our community, and meeting with me and talking with me almost on a weekly basis over various issues and things that impact our residents. So thank you very much for that. Council met on Tuesday. This past Tuesday, it was a very long meeting. It was a committee of the whole. We discussed a number of important issues. One of those was a Vision Park master plan, which I'm super excited about. Earlier this year, a consultant interacted with user groups. Over 400 people responded from minor ball and adult league, and we got fantastic information, fantastic feedback, and now a master plan is being developed. It hasn't been finalized. Once it's finalized, we'll have it available online. We're looking at going from 24 diamonds down to 17. A number of the diamonds at Vision Park right now haven't been used in many, many years. And really, we're trying to focus our resources and energy on making better diamonds, but maybe less of them. Of course, maintenance of Vision Park is very expensive and takes a lot of staff labor. So we're going to be reducing the amount of diamonds, but we're going to have specific diamonds for minor ball. We're also going to have some premier diamonds, which will be up to a higher standard for tournaments, which is really great for both hardball and softball. So really excited about that. Stay tuned for further details. Each ball diamond, we did receive information from administration that each ball diamond is going to cost about over $300,000 to replace. Of course, a number of them were removed this year because of construction due to the TMX pipeline. We're working with TMX to have that dealt with, so we have those diamonds restored into even better diamonds hopefully here in the new year. So it's going to be a lot of investment. A lot of that's attributed to TMX pipeline, and we'll be working with them to ensure that is addressed. Shale is very expensive. We have to haul it in from Saskatchewan. So stay tuned for further information on that. Also go to edson.ca, check out the online budget tool. Budget process for 2021 is underway. So please provide your feedback through that as well. And on that note, Edson, let's look after one another. I know there's lots of anxiety with what's going on with COVID and the economy, the second wave. It's really a difficult time. Of course, the weather's changing with winter, but let's look out for one another, take care of one another, and let's be safe. Have a great weekend. Have a great Halloween.